Hey, Chris from the Mighty Decibel here. Welcome back. It's the end of the month, which means it's time for us to name our fave albums for the month of November 2023 across the four categories we cover here at the Mighty Decibel, those being extreme metal, stoner doom, hardcore punk, and hard and heavy. Let's get into it. Okay, we're going to split extreme metal into three categories. The first one being black metal, where our fave album is from Armenian black thrashers Daga with their debut full-length Dungeon Lust. So this is a mix of first wave and early second wave black metal, raging metal riffage and demented vocals, bringing you back to the days of Venom and Bathory, with some Dark Throne and Marduk references thrown in there as well. So as the album title suggests, lyrically this is fixated on bloodlust activities taking place in a dungeon, likely in the Daga boys' own practice space. Turkey's Hazardous claim our fave thrash record of the month with their debut EP, Highly Contagious. So while it contains elements of death metal, the more overt influence comes from the new school of crossover thrash, the intensity levels never faltering on the 17-minute 4-tracker. So vocals are of the harried John Connolly of Nuclear Assault fame variety, while Team Shout backing vocals are included as well, fitting the overall sound palette perfectly. Sweaty intensity on this one. Onto our third category under extreme metal, that being death metal, and we got two albums to talk about. The first is Destructor by Vasist. So the Greek units specialize in speed-obsessed death metal akin to malevolent creation. However, Vasist comes across a little more in the gutter, as it were, due to the inclusion of some hardcore punk influences in the crusty vocals and guitar sound. Right up our alley here at the Mighty Decibel. We go to Costa Rica now for our second highlighted death metal record. It's Evil Incarnation by Mortual. So this is one of those vile records that transports you into some dark, dank cavern where 4 youthful blokes are inexplicably plugged in and delivering the deathified mayhem as the evil swirls all about you. Cavernously catchy. Let's switch gears into Stoner Doom now, and we visit the birthplace of Doom for our fave record of November, that being This Heathen Land by the UK's Green Lung. So their last album, Black Harvest, landed high on our year-end 2021 Doom list, so expectations were very high. And as expected, we're met with proggy stoner doom with highly original arrangements, rich organ embellishments, and uber satisfying choruses. And Todd Templer continues to prove to be one of the best leading vocalists in all of Doomdom. A record that keeps growing the more and more often you listen to it, just like their last release. Check it out. Off to the world of hardcore punk now, where we have 4 highlighted records to talk about. The first being Southern Mississippi noisemakers Defund with their American Nightmare full length. So definitely sitting on the left of the political spectrum here, as noted by such song titles as Fuck the NRA, Let's Go Kill Some Fascists, and Wage Slaves. Defund attack with lusty abandon, both in the hard-charging riffage as well as the spitted vocal haranguing. Excellent production on this one as well. Great stuff.
When the ice caps finally melt, we're gonna die. Greenhouse gases, microplastics, record profits, one of them just no toxins. Global meltdown, while our coast drown. When the ice caps finally melt, we're all gonna die. Greenhouse gases, microplastics, record profits, one of them just no toxins. Global meltdown, while our coast drown. When the ice caps finally melt, we're all gonna die.
We go to Canada's left coast for our next entry from Trench Raid called War Mentality. So Trench Raid's calling card is hard-hitting D-beat with a dose of Motorhead-style rock and roll for good measure, guaranteed to get you off your ass and raging. tough old school hardcore is in your wheelhouse, check out Conquer, the new EP from Netherlands-based outfit No Turning Back. So vicious riffage abounds with huge breakdowns and team backing vocals, everything you'd expect from a back-breaking hardcore record. And oh yeah, the bullhorn vocals seal the deal, a stomping good time.
Creating rumors and starting wars. Ignorance is bliss, that's how it always starts. Divide and conquer, let them hate each other. Exclude them for the rich while the rest fight and suffer. Dismantle gang, only bring pain. Dismantle block, this war is going insane. Get out of my way, don't hold me down. Demons among us, I can see them now. Polarizing opinion, never telling the truth. Made of facts, preaching without proof. More and more extreme, we get taken over.
Our fourth and final hardcore punk album of the month goes to self-described two-stepping shit-talking hardcore unit Deadbolt HC with their self-titled EP. So excellent energetic hardcore punk with guitar solos on this one, but what really raises the stakes here, the pissed off vocals that ensure that your attention never strays, in your face and deadly. Onto our fourth and final category, hard and heavy, which is a catch-all basically of all it's all the other heavy stuff that doesn't fit on our first three categories, but mainly we focus on traditional metal, hard rock, rock and roll, power metal, anything like that. And we got two records to talk about this month. The first being Chicago high energy melodic metalheads High Spirits, who are back at it with their fifth full length, Safe on the Other Side. So personally, I consider the first two albums, 2011's Another Night and 2014's You Are Here, as absolute classics, while finding their latter two releases as being solid but not quite meeting expectations. So Safe on the Other Side comes at a make or break time for the band, for me at least. And lucky for me and everybody else is that High Spirits has hit this one out of the park. Back are the glorious, memorable choruses, upbeat messaging, and pulsing rhythms that made the first two records so good. If you're into melodic metal, this is a no-brainer. Any fans of Maximum Destruction, the 1985 release by Ohio's Destructor? Well, if so, you are hereby ordered to check out Destructor's brand spanking new album called Blood, Bone, and Fire. So while I absolutely love Take Command, Pounding Evil, and Overdose from Maximum Destruction, I found the rest of the album not quite as strong, being inconsistent in song quality. This is addressed on the new one, though, as while there are 3 tracks that stand out for sure, the remaining 6 act as sturdy support here, making this one of the best trad metal albums of the year, in my opinion. Check out The Calling, Hammering the Steel, and the title track, and be blown away. These old guys kick serious ass. So there you have it, the Mighty Decibel's fave albums from November. If there's anything we missed, jot it down below so everybody can check it out. And talking about checking out, next week is Stoner Doom Metal Week here at the Mighty Decibel. So we'll start off with our usual new release episode, but then it culminates with us naming our fave Stoner Doom albums of 2023. You know where to go. www.themightydecibel.com. Have a good one, eh?